They thought they understood me, thought they had me figured out. Quiet, calculated, manageable. They didn't see the storm beneath the stillness. They mistook my silence for surrender. They thought breaking me would be easy. A few cuts, a few lies, a betrayal or two. But I was never made of glass. I was stone waiting to be sharpened. They tried to crush me under their expectations. They thought I'd bow, because that's what people do when the world pushes too hard. But I don't bow. I don't break. I burn. I was forged in fire they didn't see coming. They thought they were putting me out, but all they did was fan the flames. With every wound, every loss, every night I screamed into silence. I became more than they bargained for, more than they could handle. They buried me in shadows. I built a throne there. They hoped I'd drown in the darkness, but I made the abyss kneel before me. You see, I stopped being afraid of the fall a long time ago. Because after you hit the bottom and survive, there's nothing left to fear. They thought pain would keep me quiet, that heartbreak would soften my edge, that loneliness would break my spirit. But all it did was focus me. All it did was strip me of the illusions, of the lies, of the softness that held me back. I've let go of everything that no longer serves me. The need to be liked, the desire to be understood, the hope that someone else would save me. I saved myself, through blood, through fire, through nights that felt endless. I found strength in solitude. I learned to listen to the silence, not as an enemy, but as a mentor. And I realized something powerful. No one is coming. No hero. No rescue. So I became my own salvation. My own warrior. My own storm. They wanted a version of me that made them comfortable. Something soft. Something compliant. Something easy to ignore. But that version doesn't exist anymore. What stands in its place is someone built from ash and armor. Someone who knows the taste of betrayal and still chooses to rise. Someone who bleeds fire. I have nothing left to prove. No reason to explain. No interest in convincing anyone of my worth. I know what I am. And more importantly, I know what I am not. I'm not the fool who gives second chances to people who never deserve the first. I'm not the open door to those who only know how to leave. I'm not the silence that keeps the peace at the cost of my own soul. I am disruption. I am evolution. I am what happens when the fire doesn't kill you, it remakes you. They called me intense, said I was too much, too cold, too loud, too hard. But what they didn't understand was that I had to become this, because the world doesn't bend for the gentle. It shatters them. So I became unshatterable. I became someone the fire couldn't consume. Someone the darkness couldn't silence. Every scar on me is earned. Every ounce of strength paid in full. I am not lucky. I am not gifted. I am not blessed. I am built. By every moment that tried to break me, by every soul that walked away, by every test that came disguised as tragedy. This isn't bitterness. This is clarity. This is the realization that I was never meant to follow their rules. They wrote a story where I stayed small, where I lost quietly, where I disappeared into the background. But I picked up the pen, and I'm rewriting every line. They may fear what I've become, and they should, because I no longer care about their comfort. I no longer care about their version of who I should be. I am no longer afraid of taking up space, of making noise, of being seen, of being felt. They tried to silence me, but I found my voice in the echoes of my own ruin. And now, when I speak, the ground listens. I don't walk gently anymore. I move with purpose, with weight, with fire, because I am not here to ask. I am here to claim. They said I was too damaged to rise, but I turned my damage into dominance. They said I was broken, but the cracks let the fire out. I am not soft anymore. I am steel, tempered, tested, unyielding. So let them come. Let them test me again. Let them believe they still have power, because every time they try, I will rise higher, strike harder, burn brighter. I don't chase revenge. I carry it in my walk, in the way I look them in the eye, in the way I stand tall while they shrink. I don't want apologies. I want them to remember, to feel it in their bones when they hear my name, to understand that I am not someone you try to erase, because I will always return, stronger, sharper, louder. They may have written me off, but I rewrote myself. And now, I am everything they were never ready for.